How's it going, everybody? My name is Del. Welcome back to another episode of Garage 99. In today's video, we are reviewing a 2007 BMW 335i with the hardtop convertible. This vehicle has been given to us today by Monicati Auto Sales. They're located up here in Chesterfield Township at about 94 and New Haven Road, just off the freeway here. We appreciate working with them. They've been giving us some really cool cars to work with. We hope you enjoy the reviews. So for those of you who don't know about the legendary 335 engine, it is a twin turbo 3-liter that pushes about 300 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque. Now, those aren't big numbers, especially considering this car weighs almost about 4,000 pounds. However, what is amazing about it is the fact that this car looks the way it does, performs the way it does, and it's very buildable. So for those of you that have been living under a rock or don't know much about the BMW 335, is that this is the modern day Toyota Supra. Now, it's a pretty bold statement. However, if you know how easy it is to build any kind of power, just with an intake, a tune, and an exhaust, people are able to make, I think, somewhere between like an extra 100 to 150 horsepower, making these very, very fast cars. They're very solid vehicles as a whole because it is BMW. I mean, they make pretty sound cars, and you can get one of these reasonably cheap. I'm not sure how cheap this one is because it is still pretty low mileage. It's only about 65,000 miles. If you were to look into like a higher mileage one, you could probably find one for somewhere around 10 grand. You get a ton of vehicle for 10 grand. And really the hardest part about owning a BMW is figuring out how to operate and how to deal with everything that's in the car, because not everything is very obvious to you. Like, you have to put half the key inside of the dashboard to start it, and it's kind of hard to tell. I've already driven another BMW just like the same body style, but it was an M3. Very awesome car. I'll put a link down below if you guys want to see that one. Seats are very comfortable, as they should be. I had to really change my driving position to kind of put me in a more sporty feel, and you do get that sensation when you're driving this car like it is a sportier car. There is some plastic chrome paddle shifters on the steering wheel. It appears as though you can't really play with them unless you're in sport mode. This is a quick car. I don't think people realize how fast these cars actually are. I'd like to say the back seat's really usable. It's not. Sitting at a standstill here, you do get a little bit of that exhaust sound. I think these actually sound really, really good with an exhaust. It's a straight 6 3-liter. I mean, that is basically exactly what a Toyota Supra is. This is the German Supra. When we get over onto the back on the freeway, you guys will see what I mean, but this car is really awesome. Very torquey. I think it makes all of its torque around 1,500 RPM because it is twin turbo. Wow, that thing sends you back. I cannot believe this car is 13 years old now and it still has that much power. Guys, these cars are no slouch. They're very, very awesome at what they do. BMW makes a lot of performance cars, and even if it doesn't wear an M badge, it doesn't mean it's not fast. I'll show you what I mean right here. Screams all the way to 7,000 RPM in this car. In most vehicles, like a 4-cylinder or a V8, it wouldn't sound that good, only going to 7,000, but in this car, it's pretty credible. God, this thing is so fast. There's just not much else to say. I've already reviewed a vehicle very similar to this with very similar features and everything. So if you would like to know more about it, you'll just have to see my other review of the M3 convertible. It's a very tight vehicle. Your steering is very tight. Braking is really incredible. You kind of get a lot of very awesome, tight sports car feel to this, even though, you know, like I said, you're not buying an M car. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing parked. I'll show you a little bit more about the outside. And Maybe if we have some time, I'll try and figure out how to operate the sunroof, because I didn't open the sunroofs in the other ones. And it's a nice, cool fall day. Maybe we can see what it's like with a convertible BMW. Guys, like I was saying, this car is really, really nice. It is a very clean car. There's not any crazy body lines to it. It's got pretty standard BMW wheels. It's just got a nice all-around appearance. And you're not paying an arm and a leg for this vehicle. It is what it is. You know, there's not really even much to talk about on the outside because it is such a simplistic but beautiful car. We got 255 35 18s in the back, which is a really nice standard setup, and a 225 40 18 in the front. Decent all-around setup, nice staggered set. It is the 335i, it's not the XI, so you don't get the all-wheel drive. Because it is a two-door and rear-wheel drive, it is more of a summer car used for somebody in Michigan. Look at all this stuff happening right now. Oh, dude, that is so cool. All right, what's this thing look like from the outside with no top on? It just completely changed the look of the car. Okay, that's a pretty sweet car. So you get a twin turbo, straight six, lots of power, sport mode, paddle shifts, 4-seater, but 2-door, convertible, and it sounds good. You don't even need to know about the, you know, at this point, even though it's an older car, interior options ain't gonna matter. It doesn't mean anything, because you get all this. Get nice sunshine and everything. This vehicle's pretty cool. Huge shout out to Monicati Auto Sales for letting us borrow this thing today. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on. Appreciate you all so much for watching. Peace out, keep turning those gears.